Hello. Good evening, world. Randy coming at you from Panama. Hope everyone is doing fine. It's been a great day here. Just got back from um, football practice or soccer for those of you up north. And we went to our favorite churro shop, which is also a restaurant. And today was discount on churros day. So there was a line out the door, out to the sidewalk. It was a madhouse, but we still went and had dinner and got our churros. Oh, it was a nice evening and raining, so yeah, perfect. My mom says, same old story. Hit the likes, family, on your way in tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Same old story. The fat cats, they're not going to tighten their belt. No, they're not. No, they're not. That belt's about to pop. That little bit of rate increases that they've been putting on us over the last year, it's not going to do jack. That's what the image is about. The feds, they're tightening because they have a mandate to keep inflation at 2% or lower, and so far they're struggling to get there. But they have paused. That's what the talk is tonight about. The feds have decided today, the U.S. Federal Reserve at the FOMC meeting, to pause rate increases. So what does that mean for you? Not much. As a regular person, not much, but that means a pivot is coming where we're going to probably shift back to printing of money. And that is a great thing for those of us in crypto because money flows to where it is treated best. So where does money go when there's high inflation? And well, in this period, it's going to be, we're going to call it stagflation because it's going to be low jobs, low productivity, or low production, I should say, but high inflation. They call that stagflation. In periods like this, what does the best? Traditionally, gold. Gold does the best in a time like this. But we have a new boy on the block, crypto. I'm not going to say just Bitcoin because that would be dishonest of me. I think that crypto in general is going to do really well. People, they want to have control of their money, and the world is shifting to that way. We are going into, actually, we just entered the 50-year cycle of digital finance, and we're in a new paradigm. We're at the beginning of it. So our kids, when my mom had me in 74, that was I think 73 was the year that they went from gold-backed, semi-gold-backed currency of the US dollar to fiat currency. And my son is about the same age, or close. He's a little bit older, but he'll be going through in his lifetime. By the time he's 50 years old, we'll be 45 years into a digital currency. So he'll see the next reset. I likely won't unless I make it past 100. But my son, he'll be able to see it. But thanks to me being his dad and a community like ours, he will understand the impact of big currency changes. So if the world is still around in 50 years, then warn your kids, warn your youngsters that things will happen 50 years from now. But follow cycles. So the best thing they could do right now is follow the Shemitah cycle, which is every 7-year cycle. So 6 years from now, we're going to go into a new Shemitah cycle. So that'd be 2009 or 2029 or whatever, 2028, 29. That's when that's going to happen again. So just be prepared and teach them these things, because a lot of people laughed at me over the last 2 years concerning Shemitah, and they just don't understand. And it's the same thing. Anytime there's something that somebody does not understand, they laugh it off and they blow it off. Well, it doesn't care if you believe it or not; it's still going to happen. So that's how I feel about it. So the Fed, they're pausing the raising of interest rates. They'll probably do that a couple more times, and then they're going to have to turn the spigots back on, because what they've done now, what you see happening right now with them raising the interest rates, you're not going to see the big changes that it caused until 9 to 12 months from now. And that's when the economy could go into a hard period where people start losing their jobs and things like that. And they're going to have to turn the spigots back on. That's when inflation is going to run hot. And that's when the bull market in crypto is going to be here. So, 12, 24 months from now, crypto is going to be hot, running hot, in my opinion. So right now we just have the ramp up period. Just be prepared. DCA. This is when you can do it. All right, let's go into the comments, see what you guys got to say. Crypto Compassion, hello to you, sir. Hey, everyone. It's Jeremy Geary's in the house. It's going good, brother. Enjoying life. Mr. Randy, how's my paisano? Molto bene, mi amico. Molto bene. Good evening, Randy Hexkins. Hey, Doug. Hello, Corey. Great show today, Corey, with B Roots. I'm glad there's other people in here that respect B Roots for what he does. I think of B Roots, and I know he has a history of being in pro wrestling, but what he did in pro wrestling, he's brought it to crypto. And having someone like that on the Pulse Chain team, phenomenal. So bring it on, B Roots. We love you, man. I know that he shows some real garbage, but hey, at least he doesn't show any he doesn't have any prejudice. He'll just show it. He doesn't care. Good for him. If I was living in the US, I would not be doing that. That's damn sure. I don't even want to do that. And I live in Panama. Hey, Morex. Good to see you. Did you guys see my video I made today about the crisis that's happening on the border here in Panama over the Darien Gap? And then the people are getting shipped to Costa Rica, where they're getting put on buses to go all the way up north to Mexico, where they're getting on the trains and stuff to go up to the border. TikTok would not let me post that video. They immediately banned that video. Then I loaded to YouTube. It's working on YouTube right now and on Instagram. So it says the TikTok stuff on it, but that's because that's where I made it. But it won't work on TikTok. They knew it was a little bit too rowdy for them. Happy. Howdy, Hexkins and Randikins. Thank you, Clint Jones. Hello, Ash. I also made another video today. I did a rooftop musing. I had a wild hair up my ass today. I'm like, hey, let's go make some videos. Let's make some content. So I went upstairs and made a rooftop musing as well. So hope you enjoy that one. That one's getting lots of views. So interesting. Hey, Texex. Good to see you. You gonna get down there and go man the border, Texex? Zenite 001. Hi, Randy. Take a look at PZen. It looks great. I won't touch PZen, but that's okay. I still have my Zen, my XEN, and tomorrow is my first mint. So I have a whole bunch to mint tomorrow, probably 20 wallets. So, oh, by the way, an update. I did get in contact with Georgi from Aurochs, and he apologized to me because he's been ghosting me. He hasn't responded to my messages or anything. So he said, yes, Randy, we still want you on the team. We still want you to be part of what we're doing. It's just that they're super busy with their filings with the government concerning their listing on the NYSE. So things are still going good. I just wanted to let you guys know, because I know I was kind of complaining the other night that they hadn't reached out to me. They finally did. So congratulations, Aurochs team. You still have Randy on the team. Torin, what's going on? I like that logo. Those hexagons all over the place. Hello, Zach. Daniel Vogel with anticipated hike in October. Yes, that's what they're anticipating. We'll see. The numbers, the CPI numbers and that for this month, for September, were actually they're pretty tight. So if they stay tight like this and even go down again, I think they won't do anything in October. Or October will be the last one, in my opinion. Hello, Karen. PZen. I can't believe people are. It seems weird to me. I haven't seen the word PZen in a long time. Hey, Ted. Good evening, everybody. Is the Fed going to stop raising rates? Nope. Guys, the Nope token it's my gift to the world of memes. I think it's going to be a phenomenal meme. Kind of like Poor Pleb was a great meme. The Nope token is going to be a great meme token. I'm going to have some fun with it. I'm going to need an army building memes. I'm going to have all kinds of meme competitions. It's going to be fun. Andre369, what's going on? Hey, Zach. Been watching for a while. I appreciate it, sir. PRS has been very eye-opening. Zach's 48-hour test is fire. What? Are you guys like mobbing me tonight? You guys, all the PZen folks in the house come in and say, hey, let's go jump on Randy's stream. This is the PZen that, what's his name? One of the early Hexkins did, right? The guy from the UK. Oh man, come on, guys. Be careful with the shilling. Fair warning, I do have mods. I do have mods. Okay. You guys got enough. I don't recognize most of you. You're not usually in my streams, or else I put your comments up. But since you're shilling and you don't normally come to my streams, I'm not going to put them up. So that's my fair warning. Brooks and Corey were amazing. I have to B Roots, B Roots. It's with a T. I have to watch them again. Major Alpha. Yep. Joseph Moreno. Good to see you, sir. Hello, Russ. Yes, I am Rowdy. Die Hard. Sumo Spider. Our Brooker. Daniel Valenzuela. Hey, Randy. Donald Trump Jr. hacked. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, man, that was funny. Did you guys see that? I got shared this because a lot of you probably even had to see it. So I know that Corey, the streamer Corey Costa shared it because he was upset that someone did that a Hexakin or somebody in Pulse Chain would hack Donald Trump Jr. or is it Donald Trump Jr.? Yeah, that they would hack his Twitter account. Oh, come on, it's got to be here somewhere. I know you guys can't see it yet because I haven't shared. Just going through his Twitter. Nah, I don't know where it is. Corey Costa. Oh, there it is. I found it. Let's see. Oh, wait. Go back to here. Share this tab. All right. Donald Trump Jr. I thought this was fake at first. I thought someone just took a tweet and then they changed the words because it's easy to do. I mean, I could do that in 5 minutes and just put different text in here. But no, this really happened on Donald J. Trump Jr.'s account. Okay. He got hacked and someone tweeted, Richard Hart is innocent. When I become president, I'm going to burn the SEC. At Richard Hart win. 154,000 views. Corey didn't like it. He said, whoever hacked Donald J. Trump Jr. and tweeted this made our community look like hackers and fools. I'm sure hacking his account gave him a great taste and view on Hex Pulse Chain, and Richard Hart. Good job, guys. Listen, I am all for, I think this is great. Maybe, oh crap, it's not shared. Oh man, there it goes. I'm all for this kind of marketing. If Donald J. Trump Jr. wasn't smart enough to protect his account and use 2FA and things like that, and this goes for you guys too. If you're not using 2FA on your Twitter accounts and your Google accounts, your YouTube and all that kind of things, have some backup security, then you're asking for trouble. And that's what happened with Donald J. Trump Jr. Now, it was obviously someone from Pulse Chain community who went and hacked it. Brilliant. I'm sorry, Corey. I know Corey. He's such a angel. You know, he likes everything to be so perfect and the world he has this vision of the world being so perfect and everyone should be behaving and all that kind of stuff. That's not how the world works. Someone took advantage, and as an anarchist, I absolutely love this kind of behavior. He didn't hurt anybody. Didn't hurt anybody. Donald J. Trump Jr.'s got his account back. So that was cool. Thank you, Daniel Valenzuela, for putting that up there. I watched your two roof videos today. Very eye opening. As you said, it's time for the people to stand and take responsibility. Yeah, he's talking about the mass flood of migrants coming across the border here in Panama. You guys should see it. It's really sad. That today the people, there was an abandoned baby. There's people dying in the jungle. It's rainy season, so it's real bad right now. Imagine, you guys can't imagine. I mean, up north, there's nothing that compares to this. Going through the jungle, especially in the rainy season, it just turns into a slippery. The mud turns to like this slippery clay, and you could barely walk. So when I go on hikes, we go on hikes and stuff. It's only during the dry season. You don't even bother during the wet season. So I can't imagine having to go across, whether it's 5, 10 miles or 20 kilometers, whatever it may be, through this thick jungle where chains of people are trying to cross these rivers that are inundated because it's rainy season, and then they get to the Panama side where it clears, and they get processed, and they're putting them on buses right away, and they're just shipping them straight to Costa Rica. These people don't stay in Panama; they go right through Panama, and somebody's paying for it, and we kind of know who it is, right? So some weird stuff's happening. And the one thing that I don't understand is why are over 90% of the people that are coming through are they young men under the age of 25? Just bizarre. Okay, crypto. Nope. Yeah, PZen is Conrad Zen. Yep. PZen guys are flash mobbing you tonight, Randy. Yeah, I noticed. No soup for you. Yeah, I gotta shut it down, because I've had it happen to me a couple times. All right, cool. Sorry, I just wanted to look at the chart for the TA. I always respected it. I'll not mention it anymore. Okay, cool, guys. Yeah, I'll look at it when I'll pull it up. Probably on the pulse chain deck screener if I can see it. Corey is such a bait. Yeah, Lee. I love Corey, but to me, he's like that kid at school that was always the goody two shoes, and he was always kissing, the butt kisser of the teacher. That's Corey to me, and that's why I like to dig him a little bit, because when he makes comments, sometimes like, Corey, that's not the real world, bro. That's a perfect world. Corey, listen, I grew up in an Italian household too. Okay, because Corey's definitely Italian, and Corey seems like a good mama's boy. A typical Italian Italian young man. That's how it is. People will agree with me, I'm sure. That's just how it is in Italian culture. And I don't know why my video just went weird like this. Hello. Catch up, computer. Hopefully it looks good on your end. Melly Mel, charts look good today. Yes, they do. Here, let's pull up something different until my computer catches up. Let's do the deck screener of Pulse Chain. All right. Let's see if you guys can see this. Yep. All right, Teddy Bear, 70167. It is up 3.82% today. I think they had their nice little pullback for the Atropa coins, and as you can see, every single one of them is up today. DAI, Atropa, Monat Money, they're all have recovered. And look at WBTC, it's up 21.76% today to $160. USD coin, USDC is up almost 13%. Wow, even FBI, after getting destroyed, is up 304%. Yesterday, I remember I was making fun of the chart last night. Here, let's pull up the chart now. See what it looks like now. Because yesterday it was just blasted. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's still blasted. It got absolutely destroyed. And if it's up 400% today, that's a crazy recovery. Wild. Absolutely wild. All right. TSFI. This is one that I find interesting just because the market cap of TSFI is only 3.9 million. Of all the ones within the Atropa community, I think that TSFI has probably got the best chances of making you money right now. But who knows? I'm not going to go too much into those. PulseX is down 0.21%. It had a nice little recovery yesterday, but it's back down today, tiny bit. Hex is 0.0086, up 0.5% today. Pepe is up 3%. Pulse Reflections, I see this one's talking about. I remember these guys, they came on the show one day and they were shilling Pulse Reflections, and I told them to stop shilling. They got all upset at me. That one's up 28.7%. Remember, guys, if I tell you to stop shilling, it's just especially because I don't know you guys, and that makes it very uncomfortable for me. All right. all these coins being attached to Atropa, it's amazing to me. And I'm sure that the amount of liquidity, look at this, $1,500 for FBI. Come on. Like Pulse Reflections, they got $2,000 of liquidity. Yeah, I mean, I think a coin. What is a level for you of liquidity? You start taking a coin serious. For me, it's about $10,000. Fame right here has got 25,000, and they raised millions, and their liquidity for this pair, the Fame WPLS pair, is only $25,000, and the market cap 16.5 million. There you go. That just means that people can't dump on you. Poor Pleb, you see that their liquidity is 37,000. And wait, let me go back to Poor Pleb. You can see that it's down 30% today, but market cap sitting at 7 million. I saw that they pumped like 200% yesterday, and why? Because everyone believes that 9 inches is around the corner. They're gonna launch real soon. All right. That's those. And what was the one that we were supposed to look at? PZen, right? Let's look at PZen. I haven't heard that term in so long. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it's trending up and to the right. This is a 4-hour chart. Let's look at the daily. Oh, wow. It could form a nice cup and handle here. We'll see. We shall see. 0.0012. No, 67 cents, my friend. What am I looking at here? Why does it say price in USD 0.0012, price in USDC 0.67? Is that the US, the P version, the copy? Did I click on something wrong here? I think this might be like the Atropa, the P version of USDC. Interesting. All right. Let's go to the charts for Bitcoin. All right. Monthly, we still got the red Aurochs indicator. It's at 26,953. I think the daily is better to look at for today. Yeah, it got a nice little pump this week going into the FOMC meeting, and then it got stomped. So where do we go? Probably down, because remember the monthly still says we're red. Let's see what the weekly says, because that would be interesting here. Thanks to the FOMC. Wow, new week. We got a new green Aurochs indicator. Interesting. Okay. So they're contradictory. So the monthly and the weekly are contradictory. Interesting. All right. And Ethereum, let's see if it's doing the same thing. So on the monthly, it's red, but on the weekly, still red. All right. So Ethereum's not looking as good as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to start taking its power back over the next 6 months, folks. You're going to start seeing the the amount of money going into Bitcoin just rising and rising, rising until Bitcoin dominance is over 70%. And that is going to happen. It happens every cycle. Hex 3.6 or 0.3 of a penny, 0.6. And we had a nice little pump. There was a bunch bought yesterday, EHEX, but it came right back down. But you see the BGMC confidence, that's the AI, is saying that this EHEX is going up. I'll get on these guys and ask them to, I'll keep asking them to add Pulse Chain so that we can look at these charts. It would be very helpful. And Hedron is still fugly. Hedron really needs Hex to do something, right? Same thing with the Maximus DAO tokens and all those. They all need Hex to do something. TYRH and those tokens, they're all part of that ecosystem. They all really need Hex. And look at this Urus token, it just keeps falling. We're in a holding pattern for Urus, guys. This is the token for Aurochs, and we're absolutely in a holding pattern. Wanting to know if this company is going to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. What do you think is going to happen once the announcement comes out that they're going to get listed? We're going to have a green dildo? I think so. I think so. Yeah. I may be on the team, but I'm not on the inner circle. So SEC, please don't get mad at the team for me saying that. Hey, Randy, charts looking good today. Yes. My name is Kai. I'm new to the Hex ecosystem. Sami put me onto Hex. Was a big ETH maxi until Sami opened my eyes. LOL. Still a ETH maxi, but trying to learn as much as I can about Hex ecosystem. Welcome, Kai. We are a welcoming group here. I'm an Ethereum guy, still an Ethereum guy. I love it. And it's just that Pulse Chain, the fees are lower, and you could do more things over here. If you want to launch a token and you've got the liquidity to do it, you have a great idea, you can do it here. Try to do that on ETH. It's not too easy, especially if you want to have staking and things like that. We got all kinds of possibilities coming to Pulse Chain. And even like a project like 9inch, which is one of our DEXs that's going to have single-sided staking, they're going to be on Ethereum and Pulse Chain. So for the folks that sacrificed or put money in for 9inch, they're going to get the exact amount of tokens, same on both chains. So we are fans of Ethereum over here. Most of us are Ethereum fanboys. It's just that the fees got out of hand and it made it difficult for Hex to run. So now that we have Hex on two chains, we can profit two ways. Exactly. Yeah, because we are all that hacker guy, poofed, whatever. Because we are all that hacker guy. Yeah, exactly. The SEC may self-destruct before this happens. Well, can't say. I'd like to see that happen. How do y'all, the spirit of President William Taft, take offense to your thumbnail? William Taft. My son knows who William Taft is. So my son can read all the presidents or go through all the presidents already. Drives me crazy. It hurts every part of my anarchist soul that my son knows these kind of things. I don't know if anybody of you guys have done homeschooling or unschooling. We call it unschooling because it's pretty much what we do. When a child grabs a hold of a subject, you let them run with it and you support them in learning that subject. Well, his Florida school that he's licensed, the school that he's going through to get his degree, we had to add civics. Civics is, political stuff, those kind of things. And one of the books that we got was a book on the U.S. presidents, so he could learn about the presidents. Oh my God. He just ran with it. And now he can just say every single one of the U.S. presidents. And he tells you, I told him which ones were the good ones, which ones were the bad ones. He's like, Dad, William Howard Taft. He was the fat president. Oh, God, that's funny. Thank you, Paul. Talk about RH marketing. The JT Junior hack is great PR. It is great PR. And the good thing about it, I'm going to be frank with you guys here. Most of the people in crypto I'm going to say the majority, 70 to 80% of people in crypto are conservatives. They're people that have money and they're looking to grow their money, right? They're more the capitalist types. And what account could ever be better than Donald Trump Sr.? Instead, we got his son. Can't get much better than that. And look at the views on that. I wonder how many views that tweet officially got at the end before it was taken down. That's true. One bad apple doesn't spoil the basket. Yep, sure does. That's right. You just got to get it out of there. Yeah, I'm from the apple region. If you leave it in there long enough, it will. Well, it's the same thing with lemons. If I leave a bad lemon in my good lemons, then I'll go bad. Or someone that wanted to incriminate us. Yeah, Ramon, but it's unless they caught the person, there's nothing that can be done. That was cray and Trump Jr. hack. Yes, it was. Hey, Benny, popped in to show support and hit the like. Thank you, sir. Hexen Greenhorn, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, Sunday through Thursday, at least for the well, we're probably going to go on Christmas vacation, but up until there's a certain point when I'm not going to want to do it. And that's when the bull market really gets going, right? We'll see. I'll play it by ear. I'm one of those people, I might do it really hard for 6 months and then get worn out and I'll have to step away. That's how I was as a nurse. Let me tell you how it worked as a nurse for me. I would work for 2 to 3 years as a nurse really hard. I'd work 72 hours a week like a madman. I go on long vacations. I go away for 6 weeks. I never worked as a full-time. I'd always be a per diem nurse. I don't know if you guys even know what that means, but where you would work as many hours as you wanted, but you can also take as long vacations as long as you want. So I'd go on a vacation for like 6 weeks. I just work really hard for 6 to 9 months, then I go on vacation for a long time, go overseas, go travel somewhere. And I kind of treat my life like that in general. And to me, it's you work real hard and then you step back a little bit. You work real hard, then you step back a little bit. And it's been a good way of juggling life. So when you start getting stressed out, you just set your life up such as that you can take a vacation and you can let yourself get back to normal, right? Just don't let yourself get so stressed. And I worked in a super stressful environment, you know. The only thing that's close to what I did in psych is somebody who works in the prison system because it's very similar. The world remains in balance. Yes, it does. Always. The hacker also got over on Logan Paul. I guess he shagged down Nina too. Oh my God. The found baby okay? No, yes, Melly Mel. They found it was all over the Panama News. Hello, Marianne. But there's a lot of other people that aren't making it. They're just dying in the jungle. Can't do anything. Hello, lights out. Ramon, when men flee danger, they take their women and children with them. When they go to war, they leave them behind. Ooh. Ramon just hit it. Yep. Shit, not this Corey. Yeah, it wasn't Corey Geary, that's for sure. Corey Geary's him and I, we see eye to eye. That was great marketing. Yeah, Corey's an optimist. It looks fine on our end, no issues. Okay, great, perfect. Yeah, it was starting to real slow down for me. Corey Geary, you're still a mama's boy. Your brother just ratted on you. Snitches get stitches. Hey, Maddie. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're recovered from your accident. Wow, it seems like a long time ago that you had your accident, but what? Almost a year, right? Corey is wholehearted with interoperability. Yes, he is. Hey, Weekend Warrior, is an easy way to identify honeypots on PLS? No. I mean, I'm a super conservative guy in crypto compared to B-Roots. And there's other people, I'm talking to folks who are like, oh, Randy, do you like my idea? Every time a new coin pops up and gets listed on Pulse Chain, I put $100 into it. I figure if 1 out of 10 does a 50x, then I'll be fine. Go ahead and do that. but it's just gambling. You're not doing any research. You're not doing anything. You're just hoping. And sooner or later, well, I think the scammers have already figured it out that they could mint as many new coins as they want every day, add $100 worth of liquidity to it, and people buy them, and then they rug them, and they took your $100. Uh, that's the problem I have with it. Be very careful. Robert says, I was often the one being disrupted by visiting friends in their classes. Eventually, their teachers didn't even look, would say, Robert, is this your class? Or so I would have to go elsewhere. You were naughty, Robert. Grade 13 chemistry in my own class. Nice. Are you like Breaking Bad? Canada's Breaking Bad? Hey, Randy, PRS is over 100,000 liquidity on V1. Okay, so PRS, that's not pull. I'm confused. PZen and PRS don't have the. I think that's pulse reflections. Is that what you're talking about, Zach? I think that's what you're talking about. Pulse reflections. Thames liquidity is mostly on Fox. Wish we had charged for that exchange. Yeah, why don't we? Is it because we don't have what is fetch going to be? Oracle, because we don't have the Oracle yet, so it's not showing all the liquidities. Interesting. Yes, Rick, I am back. Yes, sir. I'm glad I waited to buy my Urus. May go ahead and start getting some soon. Ramon, yeah, it's going to be good. Damn, Randy, are you streaming every day? Yeah, Sunday through Thursday. Hello, Sandy. Welcome as always. Look, I'm an anarchist. This is like totally against every bone in my body. The only reason why he's studying civics is because the school in Florida that we're getting his kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all that through requires civics each year. So he has to study U.S. politics. Oh God, you wouldn't understand unless you were anti-government like me, I guess. Number 45, am I right? I don't know. That's my kid. Lights out. That's right, brother. Made my day too. Look. Don 2024. Oh God. Randy ain't caught you lives in forever. Child, we appreciate you. I appreciate all the mayhem that you cause. Child's always causing mayhem. Well, thanks for showing up, buddy. Appreciate it. Been around forever. Oh God. What you got, Robert? I was homeschooled for most of the third grade. My mother made me memorize the multiplication and division tables up to 12. Good for her. That's not really the way you do it, but I don't like memorization, just basic memorization. I don't know. That's what the school system teaches us, and it kind of annoys me. Michael, nope. Laziness, not the apple. All apples will eventually go bad on their own. Yes, sir. Lost child going around causing mayhem. What was the craziest story from your nursing days? Oh, P. Escobar. Oh, man. I have to think of a non-sexual one, okay? Because when you work in a psych unit, a lot of them end up being sexual. But I'll tell you one. This is the one which caused me to quit. It was going on a night shift. This was in back home in New York, and I was doing rounds. We call it rounds when you go up and down the floor and you make sure everyone's safe, make sure no one's hurting themselves, do that kind of stuff. And our unit was split down the middle. We had I think it was 30 beds, mostly elderly and people who just they weren't schizophrenic, but they were just depressed and things like that. So that was one side of the floor. Then the other side was our schizophrenic side, our violent side. That's where you had your child molesters and stuff like that. The other side was nuts. Or your people that were coming off of their hardcore drugs and that kind of stuff. So we had this Marine. He had just gotten back from Afghanistan, and he was in his room, but he kept poking his head out, and that's just because he's scared, right? He was scared, and I walked by his room and I say hi to him, and his room was way down at the end, and I just walked by, and this night or that month or something, we had these little security tags that we used to wear that you pull the string on it, and the alarms would go off in the nursing station and down in the emergency room where the security guys are. And our unit was about a 2-minute or 3-minute run for those guys to come up to us to help us. And I was the only guy on working that night. And I get back to the nurse's station. All of a sudden, this guy is like running towards me, and he was not a very big guy. He was probably about 5'4" or something like that, but he was built like a bulldog. I mean, U.S. Marine, okay? I'm a sailor. At the time, I was about 320, so I was a big guy, but I'm 6'2", and he discharged me. So him and I were just beating the crap out of each other in the hallway. He's swinging at me, I'm swinging back, in that kind of a situation, you got to protect yourself. There was nobody in the nurse's station. The other 2 nurses, they were on the other side changing a diaper on one of the elderly patients. And my job was to watch the forensic side, the more difficult side. And I'm pounding on the window to get their attention because I didn't have my emergency tag. They weren't working. And he pushed me, and I studied Aikido while I was in the service. And I don't know if you guys know Aikido moves. I did the twist of the wrist, and I threw him, and he went into the glass of the nurse's station, and the glass just exploded. It just exploded everywhere. And it was that old glass that they used to use in the hospitals that was 2 panes of glass and with the metal wiring going through it. And when that happened, the nurses on the other side, they heard it, and they came running, and they called security. And we're in the hallway, and this guy's like, he wants to kill me. He thought I was going to hurt him, right? He's having an episode, a schizophrenic episode, and he wants to hurt me really bad. And I'm pissed. I took my keys off. I threw them in the office through the broken window, and he said something. He goes, "I'm going to get you." I said, "This sailor is going to kick your fucking Marine's ass." And we just whack. We're beating the crap out of each other, and the security guys came running in. They tackled him, and that was the end of that. And I had to go to the emergency room because I was all scratched up because of the glass and stuff like that. But yeah, that was quite a night. And the one mistake that I made, because I'm not a litigious person, the one mistake I made was that I didn't sue the hospital, because we had been complaining for a long time as staff that our emergency, our things weren't working. And there's been, if you know anything about psych, there's been many instances in psych hospitals over the years where nurses and staff have been murdered. And it happens. And I could have easily been killed that night if the guy knew what he was doing. He was too drugged up, really. So, if I would have had that pull alarm, I wouldn't have had to be in the hallway by myself fighting this guy for like 5 minutes. So thank God that I threw him into the window hard enough that it broke the window. He was fine. I was fine. The only thing is I hurt my shoulder a little bit, and scratches and those kind of things. But overall, that was probably the craziest thing that happened to me in psych that was not sexual. There's got lots of sexual ones, but those are saved for parties and not saved on the internet where YouTube can see them. I imagine if I got together and if I started a YouTube channel just about psych nurse stories, it'd be pretty entertaining. Oh God. Kurt Bender says, I think JP Morgan, the banker, did the same thing in the 1900s, read his biography, and would work intensely for several months or a season and then vacation overseas for months at a time. Really? Very cool. Hey, got something in common with JP Morgan, except that I'm not a greedy ass. Navy Air, then nurse, then crypto degen. LOL, dopamine junkie. Who's winning? Yeah. Yeah. I probably shaved a couple years off my life by choosing my life path for sure. Corey likes to say the word ubiquitous. That's funny. Buck said he was working with the deck screener guys. I'm sure it must be a pain having multiple coins in a pair for sure. But you think they would have it automated. That would be really cool. Here in horizontal mode. Motley, we do. Check out CoinGecko Terminal. Really? CoinGecko Terminal. It's got all the fame stuff. What's up, Motley? Fellow sailor. Yep. Hey, Brian. What up, Hexkins? Not Hexkins. Finally catching you live and glad you're back. Thank you, Brian. Brian, the man with the hats. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all you do. And welcome to the Patreon community. I saw Brian joined today. Have some fun. Ask questions. Talk to the folks. It's a great team. Yes. You could always befriend a political scientist. Did wonders for me. Okay, Robert. Oh, God. No, Deck Screener can't properly display liquidity pools from Balancer-like protocols. They know about it and are working on it, but honestly, CoinGecko Terminal is better. Cool. I never used CoinGecko Terminal. I always thought it was more of a personal reason. I always thought that the CoinGecko founder was a little bit too high on himself. I mean, there's two people, I think, that any of the PH products are even chart the liquidity pool tokens. Cool. Hey, Dr. H. Good to see you too, sir. Yeah, I saw that you haven't been active in the Telegram for a while. I was wondering where you went. I was playing around, going through the Telegram today, trying to see all who's been active and not active. Well, at least you helped him in the I helped him to the nurse's station. I sure did. Yeah. Yeah. There's one thing I gotta say, one thing in life that I think is a priority for every man and every kid, like my son, he's gonna start soon, is learning how to fight. If you don't know how to fight, Lord have mercy. I don't get fucked with. Everywhere I go in the world, I never get fucked with. Why? Because people see me and they're like, that's a big dude, and he looks like he knows how to handle himself. Damn right, I know. You work in psych for 8 years. Of course I know how to handle myself. Oh man. Every young man should learn how to fight, for sure. Women too, for that reason. I mean, the world's gone bonkers. So women too, for that matter. What's your price prediction for Pulse Chain and Captain Cash? Oh, here we go. How many coins should we hodl to become a millionaire? I don't know. Just back up the truck as much as you can right now, because we're at or near the bottom for Pulse Chain and PulseX and most of the tokens. Hex, and make sure you get your 100 T shares in for Hex. Get that stuff going, because guess what? Once it starts taking off, it's just up and to the right. And I truly believe that Pulse Chain will be the ecosystem that is the front runner to begin this bull market. Truly believe that. Pulse is 404599. PulseX 401219. Ehedron 60136. Ehedron 601844. All right, Alex. Time to show us the magic, buddy. CRSM, welcome. EICOSA is 2.65 cents and PICOSA is 3.80. Look, I really believe that our ecosystem, which includes ICOSA and Hedron and the Maxi tokens and all that, all this relies on Hex. So until Hex really gets going, it's everything's it's like a waiting pattern at an airport. Everyone's just circling around. Okay, when can we, or when are you going to take off, Hex? We're waiting. That's how it is. Small Sweater says women too. Yeah, we in Kali Yuga, for goodness sakes. Yeah. Look, I had my small taste when we were up in Toronto for 2 weeks. Robert Brooker, who lives up that way, will tell you that the city's a little. It's not the Toronto I remember from 20 years ago. It's a little bit wild now, just a little bit. And when it got dark, there was a couple times we were walking around, coming back from our hotel from dinner and stuff, and it was dark out. And I said to my wife, I said, "Yeah, this area is a little bit sketch." I was like, "We need to get back to the hotel." And there was one time we were walking back from the ball game. We went to the Blue Jays game, and it was about 8:39 at night. It had just gotten dark, and we had to walk about a mile back to the Hilton, and we went through one street, and my wife got real nervous. She goes, "I don't like this street. I don't like this street." I'm like, okay, pick up the pace a little bit. Jeez. I was like, this is the wild city. I'm like, holy shit. I thought that Toronto was one of the safest cities around, but not anymore. Hello there, Randy. Another day, another mint. Yes, Tom. I've got a whole bunch coming out tomorrow. Speaking of Zen, XEN, I got a bunch of mints coming out. Blackaroni. So I'll be busy tomorrow evening before I start my stream. I'm going to see how much it costs me. I've already got about $300 worth of ETH set aside to mint all my Zen. Hopefully I won't need it all, but we'll see. I'll watch the replay. Hey, Brightlight. Randy's chat is always the best. Yeah. I attract the most vocal people in crypto, I guess. Well, I didn't watch the whole B Roots thing today. I saw the first 30 minutes with Corey and Dane. The major gains won't come from Hex, Pulse, or PulseX. Yeah, he's right. I mean, it's the new coins that are coming out that will be the big gainers. The Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX, this is going to be more of a conservative play. But if you call a 200-300x a conservative play, then so be it. It's just not going to be the 500x that maybe B Roots wants, or 1000x. Yeah, exactly. All major cities are in the same position. It's a dangerous world out there at night. Like you said, you need to know how to fight and understand your surroundings. Yes, sir. Yep. We were down by the Toronto sign. I can't remember that area, wherever that area is. Maddie Motley, where's my high caliber son? You didn't hang out for them 9mm, but since you're offering, I love guns. Right before we left, I got to tell you, I don't know if I told the story before I left, but so I had my windows down in my truck. I don't normally put my windows down, but we were close to home. It's only like 5 minutes from my house. And I get pulled over by some cops. And they got out of the car, were kind of weird, different than they normally do. Normally they run up to you and like, hey, you're speeding or something like that. These guys came up to me real slow. And two of them, usually it's only one cop that comes to the window, but two came to my window. And they said to me, hey, are you carrying any guns? This all happened in Spanish, by the way. I'm just going to tell you in English. They said, are you carrying any guns? I'm like, why would you ask that? And they're like, well, your countrymen, they said, tu paisanos. They use the word paisanos here in Colombia and Panama. Said, tu paisanos tiene armas. I mean, your countrymen have guns. I'm like, countrymen have guns? I said, I don't have any guns in my car. And I said, all I have is my hatchet or axe, right? So I pull out my hatchet, like it's a big old axe, and they started laughing. And I said, no. I said, right now I don't have my gun license, but I'm getting it. I'm in the process of getting my gun license. And I said, in the future I'll have a gun. And right now I do not. He said, yeah, but tell your friends, like, it's so weird. Tell your friends to don't be carrying a gun in their car illegally without a license. So I've been telling everybody, it's like up to 7 years in prison in Panama to have a gun illegally in your car without a license. So that was pretty interesting. And I also learned that they have this new ID that goes on your license plate if you do have a gun license, so that the cops can know that you carry. I thought that was interesting too. So I just thought it was really weird that they just pulled me over because of that. But they were really cool with me. I was cracking up with them and things like that. But in all seriousness, when I got home, I called all my friends. I was like, "Yo, don't believe what just happened to me." So yeah, I like my bang bangs, but I won't be driving around with my windows up or windows down anymore. They saw Whitey and they're like, "Yeah, pull him over." Thought, did you watch last night's episode? Beware the 23rd of September. Yep. Our booger. Just sold my investment house at a local high. Closed today, cleared 6 weeks. Nice, sir. I'm backing up the truck. Which RH project would you load up on? I'm thinking PulseX and eHex and roll them. Whichever one, if you don't have, we've talked, you might want to increase your T-shares for sure. Help ignite the launch of Hexagon. And do Pulse and PHEX at the ratio improves? Right now, they're doing really well. I'm not as excited about PulseX just because it's not everything it was said it was supposed to be, but Pulse is. So I'd be all over Pulse and Hex. And right now, the discounts on Famous and Fiat are ridiculous. So you might want to look at those too. Scratch Panama, yeah. It's all countries though. Every country is starting to get it like this. Way to get your car broken into because of license plate. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like that, but I live in a building, so the only time that our cars ever parked in public is like when we go to a mall or something. Triggers a Spedo ballet song titled Gold, now playing the jukebox. What the heck are you talking about, Robert? Oh, goodness. All right. That's it for tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, so tomorrow is the last night for the week. If you guys have any topics you want me to discuss, DM me on Telegram or something, and maybe we'll bring it up. All right. Cheers.